KSJE and the Farmington Public Library present Cuentos Hahne and Tales.
Hello, my name is Ray, and I'm a youth services technician at the Farmington Public Library. Today, I'm going to be reading several of my favorite books from our collection. The first book I'm going to read is called The Three Little Super Pigs by Claire Evans. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs who captured the big bad wolf in the house made of bricks. The hungry wolf fell down the little pig's chimney into a big pot of boiling water. He huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, but it was no use. He had fallen right into the pig's trap. "I'll get you one day, little pigs!" the angry wolf shouted as he was carted off to prison. With smiles on their snouts, the three little pigs waved goodbye to the big, bad villain. The citizens of Fairyland were very happy that the big, bad wolf had been defeated. The little pigs were awarded special superhero status and became known as the Three Little Super Pigs. Working together, they all rebuilt the whole town out of bricks to keep everyone safe. "We love you, Super Pigs! We love you!" From that moment on, the Super Pigs spent all their days being heroes and enjoying their newfound fame. When they weren't greeting their fans, they were fighting crimes and stopping nursery rhymes bad guys. Meanwhile, deep inside, happily never after prison, the very angry big bad wolf was angrily plotting his revenge in his cold and dreary cell. A few weeks later, the Super Pigs were called to investigate a new crime. Mysteriously, one by one, bricks were starting to disappear all around Fairyland. This was very strange. The Super Pigs were on the case. Later that day, they received some shocking news. "What? The big bad wolf has escaped?" The residents of Fairyland were scared and once again turned to the Super Pigs for help. "Don't worry," the three heroes boasted. "We'll find that wolf and make him pay." The three little Super Pigs hunted high and low, far and wide, and long and hard, but the big bad wolf was nowhere to be seen. The pigs searched everywhere for clues. Some people claim they seen the wolf dressed up as an old lady. So the pigs rounded up all the grandmas in Fairyland. But the wolf was a master of disguise, and they just couldn't spot him. Every day, more and more bricks disappeared from Fairyland. As night fell, the whole town locked themselves indoors, too frightened to go out. They hoped the Super Pigs would find the wolf soon. He was up to something big and bad. Back at home, the first Super Pig was relaxing when he sensed something strange. Suddenly, a dark shadow fell upon the room. The big bad wolf!" cried the Super Pig. "I don't need to huff, and I don't need to puff, and I don't need to blow your house in, because I'm already inside," replied the pointy-eared wolf. The pig ran out through the front door, but he was met by a terrible surprise. The cunning wolf had built a gigantic wall around the Super Pigs' houses, using the stolen bricks from Fairyland. The Super Pigs were trapped. Attempting to flee, the Super Pig tried to climb the brick wall using a ladder from the side of the house, but it was too short. "Gotcha!" sneered the wolf as he captured the helpless pig. Unaware of the danger, the second Super Pig was at home polishing his metals when he suddenly spotted something out of the corner of his eyes. The big bad wolf!" shrieked the Super Pig. "I don't need to huff, and I don't need to puff. I don't need to blow your house down, because I am already inside," growled the wolf. With a huge scream, the terrified Super Pig quickly ran outside and ran into the enormous brick wall. Desperate to escape, the little pig jumped on a nearby trampoline, bouncing as high as he could. But it was no use. "Gotcha!" boasted the wolf as he caught the pig in a trusty net. "Two down, one to go," laughed the wolf as he prepared his delicious meal. The third Super Pig had heard all the commotion and was busy hatching a plan when the big bad wolf suddenly appeared in his window. The Super Pig grabbed his gear, raced straight out the front door, down the path as quickly as his little legs could carry him. Working quickly, he freed his captured brothers from their tight pastry blanket. But it was not quick enough. "Ha ha ha ha! There's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. I built a wall around your houses and now you're trapped inside," laughed the hungry wolf. "You're no Super Pigs. You're my dinner." "I don't think so," shouted the third Super Pig. He whispered to his brothers, "Ready, set, let's go!" And in a flash, they blasted off high into the night sky. The clever brother had outsmarted the silly wolf again, using his jetpack invention to save the day. The Super Pigs had left the big bad wolf trapped in his own self-built brick prison. The angry wolf raised his fist. "I'll get you yet, little pigs! I'll get you yet!" Up in the sky, the three Super Pigs laughed out loud. "You'll never get us, not by the hairs of our chinny chin chins." And down below, the citizen of Fairyland cheered, "Wow! Pigs really can fly!" The three little pigs had saved Fairyland from the big bad wolf once again. They truly were superheroes. Hooray! For the three little Super Pigs. The end. And that book was called The Three Little Super Pigs by Claire Evans. The next book I'm going to read is called Once Upon a Star by James Carter. This is a poem of journey through space. As the lid is lifted off the world, the day goes quiet, dark, and cold. Then down comes night, and if cloud-free, look up and you'll find the galaxy. 100 billions, maybe more, light the lanterns on a shore. Giants they are, and so far, they just seem small. We call them stars. And we have one, it's called the sun. But did you know it's where we're from? There's more of that, as you'll soon see. Now let's head back through history. Once upon a star, there was no star to shine, no sun to rise, no sun to set, no day, no night, nor any time. There was no earth, nor universe, until a great explosion burst. A mighty boom, a huge kerbang, that scientists call the Big Bang. So, then what? Everything, as all of space and time began, very slowly, first of all, the universe had to cool. A sea of stars at last were born. Gradually they fired and formed. Out of clouds and dust and gas, each a mighty sparkling mass. And one of these became our sun. Our solar system had begun. Giant rocks and fire blew, and so in time our planets grew. And right down here our earth did too, with skies so wide and oceans so blue. Then life swam, crawled, flew, and still our sun gives us delight, our warmth, our food, our daily light. It's all at the heart of everywhere. Around the sun the planets spin. We're from that star that seems so far. We're made of stardust. Yes, we are. So what are you? You're a star. And that was called Once Upon a Star by James Carter. The next book I'm going to read is called How to Walk an Ant by Cindy Derby. My name is Emeria, and I'm an expert walker. No, I don't mean I walk perfect. I mean I walk things. Not dogs, not fancy little gnomes, and no, not goldfish. My specialty is ants. And today, I will share my expertise with my very own 9-step guide. Step 1. Find an ant. Ants can be found in our trees, water fountains, or even better, abandoned candy canes. Tip. Look for ant scouts. They are more open to possibilities. But the rule, look left, then right when crossing ant highways. Step 2. Politely introduce yourself. Tip. Remain calm. Rule. Don't be antsy. Ants can smell fear with their antenna. Step 3. Gain their trust. Tip. Use a bridge, sticks, leaves, or your grandmother's fake nail. Rule. Don't stab the ant. Tip. Prove to them how loyal you are. Step 4. Prepare the leash. Tie the smallest bow in the universe, then secure the leash between the ant's head and throat. Tip. Like this. Rule. Be careful. Step 5. Make a goal. Walking to the ice cream truck is an excellent goal. The estimated ant travels time without traffic is 35.7 minutes. But the rule is, stay on designated path. There may be danger. Step 6. Control the leash. If your ant takes the wrong turn, shorten the leash 4 centimeters. Step 7. Practice how to walk. Reward the ant with 1 lick of candy cane every 7 centimeters. But watch your back. When you encounter a colony of ants, repeat steps 2 through 7 3,028 times. And whatever you do, step 8, don't get tangled in the leash. And step 9, celebrate when you reach your goal. The end. And that's called How to Walk an Ant by Cindy Derby. And the next book I'm going to read is called How to Be a Hero by Florence Heide. Once upon a time, there was a nice boy, and his name was Gideon. He lived in a nice house, and he had nice parents and lots of toys. There, that's enough for anyone. Well, it wasn't enough for Gideon. Gideon wasn't satisfied. He wanted to be a hero. You know, a hero with a name on the front page of the newspaper. That sort of thing. So, how does anyone get to be a hero anyway? He wondered. You have to be strong. You have to be brave. You have to be clever, don't you? For instance, that one about the princess imprisoned in a tower and has a weird name like Rapunzel and very long hair, and this guy sees her and says, "Let down your hair," and she does, and he climbs up her hair and rescues her. So he's a hero, right? And what about this story where a witch gives a girl a poisoned apple, and when she takes a bite, she goes into a deep, deep sleep, which is sort of like being dead, but not really, and nothing will get her away except a kiss and someone does see her sleeping there, and he kisses her, and he's a hero, just like that. And Gideon thought about the one where someone has a mean stepmother and mean stepsisters, and they make her dust and sweep and scrub, so she never gets to go to parties. But a fairy godmother gives her a party dress and glass slippers, and she goes to a big party, loses one of her glass slippers, and this guy finds it and gives it to her, and that makes him a hero. And just because he found that slipper, Gideon noticed that some of them got to be heroes just by kissing someone. He didn't like that much, but he'd probably do it if he could get to be a hero that way. Once the babysitter fell asleep watching television, he wondered if that would count. If he had kissed her, he didn't think so, so he didn't do it. One of his favorite stories was the one about this kid finding some seeds or beans or something like that, and they grew up to be a grapevine. He climbed up and finds some neat things. There's a giant up there, but he's asleep, so the kid takes home all the good stuff, and he's a hero. And he doesn't have to kiss anybody. Gideon thought about all those things guys turned out to be heroes, and he decided that they hadn't really had to do anything or be anything. They didn't have to be strong. They didn't have to be brave. They didn't have to be clever. They just had to be at the right place at the right time. That's how you get to be a hero. You have to be at the right place at the right time. And you have to pay attention. You have to keep your eyes open, and you wouldn't see someone who was sleeping or someone with unusually long hair, or you wouldn't see any glass slippers or any beans or seeds or anything. So Gideon paid attention, and he kept his eyes open. He kept his eyes open, and that is how he saw the supermarket. Seeing the supermarket reminded him that he wanted a candy bar. His nice parents had just given him his allowance, so he had enough money. And there he saw a girl who was holding a baby, and she fell. Gideon raised his hand, picked up his candy bar, and waited patiently in line behind several other customers. He noticed there were balloons and flowers and cakes, and as he paid for his candy, people suddenly surrounded him, taking pictures, clapping him on the back, congratulating him. Congratulating Gideon? For what? What for? Well, Gideon was the 10,000th customer to buy something at the supermarket. Everybody was excited. People patted him on the back. A girl kissed him on the cheek. For a minute, he wondered whether what that might turn him into a prince or maybe a frog, but nothing happened. The manager said he could come in for a candy bar anytime he felt like having one. His name was on the front page of the newspaper. His picture was on the front page. He was a hero, and all because he managed to be at the right place at the right time. Good. The end. And that's called How to Be a Superhero by Florence Heide. So those are all the books that I'm going to read today. Again, the first book I read is called The Three Little Super Pigs by Claire Evans. The next book I read is Once Upon a Time by James Carter. How to Walk an Ant by Cindy Derby. How to Be a Hero by Florence Heide. For more information about our program, you can visit our website at www.infoway.org, or you can stop by the Farmington Public Library at 2101 Farmington Avenue. Thank you.
This has been Cuentos Hahne and Tales, presented by the Farmington Public Library and KSJE 90.9 FM.